Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy Skywalker. Back at y'all with another one. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out. And I appreciate that. Much love and appreciation to everybody that's catching this on the live play and that will be partaking in the replay crew as well. We are about to have a wonderful discussion, and I cannot wait to get to it. Can't wait to get to it, man. So excited to be here with you guys tonight. And I'm just feeling grateful, man. You know? Feeling grateful. Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat early. We got the homie, the good Austin, in the building saying tickets for Stranger Things finale go on sale tomorrow. First time a TV show series finale will be in theaters and is entirely paid for, produced, and driven by Netflix. Shout out to the homie, the good Austin. Much love and appreciation, bro. Continue to let them know, yo. We're going to keep pushing that line. What up, DC Talk? What up, Venkata? We got Qatar. We got Michael Capo in the building. We had TJ stopping through. Much love. Thank you for stopping through, TJ. We got Sin Havoc 5150 in the building. What's going on, Sin Havoc? We got Slipknot fan in here. What's going on, Slipknot fan? We got Big Boss in the building. Much love, bro. We got Mama Bear Doll. Thank you for being here, Mama Bear. We appreciate you. Thank you for rocking out and holding the chat down. We got Paolo in the building. What's going on? We got CY98, the sponsor of tonight's stream. Much love to you, CY98. Thank you for stopping through. Saying I hope everyone watched Justice is Gray last night and is voting for ZSJL in IMAX theaters. You gotta be sure to hit that link. I think it's running on the official IMAX website. Right? And yeah, I hope y'all did rock out with Justice is Great last night. I know that I had it playing. What's going on, W Mir? Much love, bro. Much love, Nessa Noel. Thank you for being here as well. We appreciate you. As always, thank you for stopping through, Nessa. Right? Who else is in here? Is that it? Yeah, Mind of Inception saying Justice is Great is another vibe. He said, I never know if the super long intro coming or not. Hey, I be thinking about it, bro. I be thinking about it. Paolo said this is the best community online ever. That's what I think. Right? I know one thing. We the most effective. I know that's for sure. Much love, D. Broderick. Much love. We got Toonami in the building. Yeah. Thank you for stopping through, Nessa. We appreciate you. Best of wishes and energy over to you and the whole fam. All right. He said, don't buy Max. Right. He said, the board is warming than Netflix. Zaslav's mentor is with it. I mean, come on. This is big adult. Hey, now we're going to get to it. Much love, Josh Herrera. All right. Frank C. Much love, Frank C. Much appreciation. Thank you for stopping through. We got L. Turner. Y'all be sure to go check out that fellowship stream. L. Turner pulled up and was like the guest of the evening. You know what I mean? What up, SPR Dave? Yep, he gave out a lot of good information. You know, and we had some great conversations for sure. We got Wild Card in the building too. All right. He said he beat, bruh. I love that movie, dog. SPR Dave know what's up, right? Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I think you might want to check this one out, Austin. I think it was an official one from IMAX. You know what I mean? IMAX was like, yo, what do y'all want to see? They like, right. We got Rock Talks in the building. But look, let's get to this, man. He said IMAX. I love it, bro. I love it, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Look, let's get through the opening rigmarole so we can get started with the show. Because I think this is going to be a very interesting conversation. I really do. Right. He said, all right, look, we're on the road to 5K. Make sure you guys are smashing that like, share, subscribe, as well as that notification bell so that you know when I'm going live or dropping a new video. All that good stuff. You know what I mean? Look, we over here, the founders, the creators, the originators, the founding fathers, the forefathers, the big homies. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you want to say. The sales ZSJL, sales Snyderverse to Netflix movement, trying to get that conclusion to Zack Snyder's DC arc over on the Netflix platform or just back in theaters on your IMAX screen. You know, whatever it is that you want. Right? We've been making tremendous strides. And I think we're on the precipice of really doing something special. And that's what we're here to kind of talk about tonight. This is the finale of the big business streams because, you know, number 7 is the number of completion. All right, all that. And I think it was only right to kind of end it with this conversation, seeing as how, you know, through the grapevine, we're supposed to have an answer by the end of the week. So we'll be doing that soon. But yeah, you know, if you do want to rock out and get that conclusion, we just ask 3 rules of engagement, which are be positive. Please don't mix the hashtags with others, and please don't tag, mention, quote, tweet, reply to anything of that nature. Anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to one James Gunn, you dig? And also ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube and X, also platforms that you guys should be following, subscribe to, and you know, because all pertinent information will be coming from there, as well as myself and Apex Lux of the New Geeks. You dig? And if you'd like to sponsor a stream, whenever you guys give super chats, super thanks, gifted memberships, super stickers, anything of that sort, it is tallied up, and whoever donates the most will have their name scrolling across the bottom of a following stream, like the homie CY98 does for this one. Right? Yeah. He said, put it out. Stop playing games, right? He said, Skywalker, have you considered other streaming services instead of Netflix? Yes, we have. We've considered everything. There's no stone that was left unturned. There's no idea that wasn't mined out. There's no possibility that wasn't mulled over. All right. He said IMAX is the world's love. It's the biggest, right? Much love. He said most bids are 60 to 70 million. Netflix said how about 94 million to start. Hey, we'll get to this in 1 second, right? Yep. Yup. Frank C says, now that the Wall Street Journal has confirmed that Netflix is Paramount's biggest threat, what more can the haters say? You know what they're going to say? Is they're going to keep pining because, see, look, here's what's going down. They all trying to steer people in the way that they want them to go. We're steering people in the way that reality seems to be going. Right? But we're going to get to that in a second. All right? He said, "Did you get my Justice League 2 Vision Board pick in your Gmail account?" I will check. I have not checked my Gmail. I will check that out. All right. Yeah. All right. He said, I said it last week. They won't face reality to dumb. Hey, we gonna see. But anyway, let's get to it, right? Look, when we're having these conversations, right? You guys know that when we talk about these things, and I've always said, hey, I try to give you guys the best information that I can while being entertaining at the same time. Some of these platforms, I think, people think that they're in the business of giving out good information, but they're not. Right? They're not. They're clearly out here putting out talking points that certain people want in the public, and that's just not what we do over here, right? We point to things that have verifiable information, and it seems to clearly be the way things are going, right? Think about how far this conversation has come since its inception, right? Remember when people used to say that Netflix couldn't afford to buy DC? You guys remember that? I do. I sure do remember us having a lot of conversations and people coming all up in the chat saying over and over again that Netflix didn't have enough money to license the Snyderverse. They didn't have enough money to do these projects. They couldn't buy DC. None of these things. Right? It was also said that they had no interest. Right? Remember a few weeks back, or maybe even a month or two ago, when I think it was who was it, Greg Peters, the other guy from Netflix, made the comments, and everybody was talking about how, oh my God, this means that they don't want WBD. You guys recall that? Did we ever say that over here? All these narratives, they don't like working with Zach. Oh my God, Rebel Moon was a flop, right? Like, just all of these things that have been verifiably proven false, and yet we're the ones that are lying to you guys. We're the ones that are grifting. We're the ones that are wasting y'all time. The end is nigh, people. It's rumored that it's going to be an announcement by the end of the week. So one way or another, this thing is all about to come to a head, right? And y'all want to know something? I just know this. They better hope, they better pray that it's not Netflix, yo. Because if it is, they're about to look so bad. right? For a second, let's talk about this, right? When this thing's over, let's just say Paramount buys them, right? Not only did we still win because we got this conversation started, and hey, we pushed for showing that we were the majority instead of a minority when it came to the DC fan base, right? All of these things. So we still would have created a conversation that led to, as I stated in one of those previous streams, hey, the Snyder fandom kind of going out on their own merits, right? Giving this thing a good old college try, right? With doing some new things, trying some new techniques, trying to stay, focused on a goal and not caught up in other things, right? And we were successful in doing that, right? So it doesn't matter what happened. Paramount can buy this thing and it's still gonna be fine. But on the other hand, right? Because I haven't built my like look, I didn't start talking about this Paramount stuff until everybody else started bringing it up, right? Nobody can go back in these streams, even when I was talking about this idea in its inception, right? We wasn't going at the other studios and saying, "Oh my God," like why would Paramount do it? Like we just never behaved that way, right? So it's been other people that this entire time they've been saying, hey, Netflix doesn't make any sense. Netflix is, the sum of all fears, as I would say, as I always say, right? And now we're at a point where things are starting to come to the light, and it seems as if Netflix could actually be purchasing WBD. And apparently there's going to be an announcement by the end of the week. So we're going to see what's up. But hey, what do I know? Right? What do I know? Right? Why would you guys listen to me? It's not like I have a track record of being right about this kind of shit. Right? Crazy. But let's see. Right? Is Sky making this up? Okay. Let's look at this first, and then we're going to go over some following tweets and things that went out. Right? Here we go. Got this pulled up. Bloomberg. Warner Brothers gets mostly cash Netflix offer in new round of bids. Y'all remember that December 1st. Hey, everybody's like, yo, it's the new, right? December 1st seems to be when everything is starting to set in, right? Like, oh my goodness, wait a minute. W. Mir said the first domino was removing the 30 minutes from BBS. Crazy, bro. Right? So today, let's check out this Bloomberg article. Right? Warner Brothers was fielding a second round of bids on Monday, including a mostly cash offer from Netflix. in an auction that could wrap up in the coming days or weeks, according to people familiar with the discussions. Right? That's why this is the last of the big business streams. This is the last one. Because the next one, they're not going to like that one. Right? Because after this, we wrapping this conversation up. And we just going to wait till something drop before we address this part of this stuff again. Right? But, you know, shout out to the homies because they getting us this great information and I can share it with y'all, right? So says bankers for Paramount, Skydance Corp, Comcast Corp, and Netflix worked over the long Thanksgiving weekend on improved offers for all or part of Warner Brothers. And they said the people who asked not to be identified discussing non-public information. So this is coming from some inside sources that don't want to be named. The offers are binding, which means the board is in a position to sign off on a deal quickly if the goals are met, one of the people said. The company hasn't described the latest offers as final, however, and another bid would be considered if the terms are attractive. Netflix, the streaming industry leader, is working on a bridge loan that totals tens of billions of dollars, one of the people said. Right? Shares of Warner Brothers closed at $23.87 Monday in New York, giving the company an equity market of $59 billion. Right? Warner Brothers, the parent of HBO, CNN, and its namesake film studio, officially put itself up for sale in October after, all right, blah, blah, blah. Paramount, now led by technology scion David Ellison, kicked off the process with 3 offers for all of the company, including its cable TV networks. Comcast and Netflix are interested only in the Warner Brothers studios and HBO Max streaming service. Should one of their bids be accepted, Warner Brothers will continue with plans to spin off its cable channels as Discovery Global. The spinoff could occur by the middle of next year. All right, so we're gonna first acknowledge this, that they have offered a significantly large, mostly cash bid, right? Which means that they even probably went in and secured this bridge loan just to go over the top, right? So it's been all this. Look, it's just like people have been trying to say, oh my God, Paramount is partnering with such and such or whoever. This has always been my question, right? Like people have been saying, oh my God, such and such knows this person, such and such knows this person. Do you think Ted Sarandos and the people at Netflix don't know people in high places? Like, what are we talking about? Wildcard said, get ready to argue with the gun bots about whether or not Netflix will bring back the Snyderverse, right? Nah, y'all can argue with them. I'm not having that conversation. He said, Sky, I'm told that the offer from Netflix is real. Yep, we said that. Right? He said, so this bid, nobody wins? Nope. Hold on one second, Arturo. Hold on one second, because we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. All right? We going to get to it. Okay? So, right now, we're just confirming that Netflix put in a mostly cash bid, right? That's what we just proved it. Okay? I'm not like, this is not Skywalker telling you this. This is the people that are reporting on this stuff saying, hey, mostly cash bid got put in, right? Now let's look at this, right? This is Charles Gasparino over on X, which I told you, Charles Gasparino was openly saying that everybody should vote for Paramount to win this thing, right? That's what Charles Gasparino was saying openly on X. He was like, hey guys, this is another reason why we should all be pulling for Paramount, right? We should all be pulling for Paramount. This is what Charles Gasparino said. And then we started, seeing the tide slowly turn. Now he's saying bidders on WBD, right, say the board has really warmed to a Netflix offer. Kudos to Steve Sunshine. For a lot of reasons, including the chemistry between Zaz and Sarandos, but are worried about the regulatory hurdles. As I reported today in the New York Post, including a 2-year slog through Trump DOJ antitrust and EU exams even before this even gets to court. Other thing I picked up is that the value of the WBD cable properties, i.e. CNN, are considered pretty de minimis in the context of the entire transaction. Okay, so we're going to walk through this slowly, guys. Right? So you've had people that was openly pining and hoping that Paramount Skydance is able to acquire WBD, that we just recently started saying, yo, Netflix might actually kind of be the front runner. Now they're saying that the WBD and the board is really kind of warming up to Netflix. Right? Why would they be warming up to Netflix? Right? Why is that? Right? Why indeed? We're going to get to that in 1 second. This is just amazing how, like, these things. Right? Hold up. Let me. Hold up. I pulled up the wrong one. Where'd that tweet go? Okay. Here we go. So, yeah. Well, we're going to just walk through it. They put in a mostly cash bid. The WBD board is warming to the Netflix thing, right? And hold on. And now let's get to this. Now you have another. All right, where did this go? Now we got another report from KCV Silver saying WBD is showing signs of accepting Netflix's buyout offer. Big moves ahead. This could reshape the streaming game. I'm gonna just let this rock for a second. Wildcard said, I think Netflix already has a. Oh, we're gonna get to that in 1 second because yes, they do. You know, Netflix is like Dutch in Red Dead Redemption 2. Yo, I have a plan, right? They absolutely have a plan. Ain't no messing around with this stuff, yo. Y'all want to sit there and talk about big boy business. Ridiculous. All right, hold on. Where's this other thing at? Because there's one more thing that I wanted to share with you guys. Because they pretty much outlined the entire plan for the whole thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, how do people really sit here and just not understand and just look at what the hell is going on and and understand that, hey, you shouldn't be listening to anybody that's not trying to be honest about what's going on right now. That's just my thing, right? He said Netflix been playing chess. Yo, it was an entire phrase that they had, right? Right. Because they're pretty much saying like, yo, not only is that why they're gonna be like still releasing stuff in theaters, they're going to still be licensing shows out to other platforms. But not only that, it's a certain phrase that they have for even trying to acquire the streaming. Right? That's what I'm saying. They're over here talking, oh, category ambiguity. Sarandos, as well as a slew of company legal officials and lobbyists, have been pressing the flesh in DC. As previously reported by the Post, they've been pleading a case that the acquisition of the number 3 streamer and a major studio wouldn't violate antitrust laws because of a legal theory known as category ambiguity. According to the theory, antitrust law doesn't necessarily apply to streaming services because of the prevalence of content that's available on YouTube, TikTok, and other social media. The idea is that streaming video is now so ubiquitous that it can't be cornered and price gouged in the traditional sense. Right? So, like I'm saying, category ambiguity. Talking about you acting like they ain't got no lawyers, bruh. What are we talking about? Said it can't be a coincidence that Zack Snyder just told everybody to watch ZSJL Justice is Gray while all this is going on. He's trying to build that engagement for the new company. Man, look, we know what's up. We know what's going on. He said, Austin going in on that IMAX, right? He said, don't it seem weird? Everyone was trashing Netflix, saying it would be a bad idea for Netflix to buy WBD, but if Paramount was in the lead, why? No, here's the thing, right? They don't want the Netflix angle because of the fact that they know what comes with that, bro. You know? All right, can y'all hear me? There we go. Yeah. 1 second, y'all. I hit this button and turn my computer off. Straight hit the power button. Insane. Insane. I'll be right back though. Here, y'all enjoy this until I come back.
The dopest, flyest, OG pimp, hustler, gangster, player, hardcore motherfucker living today. To be honest, I am totally and completely on his. The dopest, flyest, OG pimp, hustler, gangster, player, hardcore motherfucker living today. To be honest, I am totally and completely on his dick.
Probably asleep right now, but you know, she on it, yeah, she want it, but she gotta do it when we fucking zone it. We don't touch down till the fucking morning, and we gon' do it till we fucking moan it. Please don't stop, please keep going. Got 'em like a spring stream by the way I'm flowing. Fresh new kicks, fresh new denim, fresh new shit come out me like venom. They on my fucking Peter, but I ain't gonna park her. Driving through Gotham to a flight I got chartered. The view so nice on the other side of town. By the way they headed, they'll probably go around. Some call them suits, but most call them sky. Either way you're looking up, cause he too fly. Chillin' with Steen on the spreading good vibes. Feeling like a free throw to have a good time. Night shift, night shift, night shift, like turning off a light switch, night shift, night shift, night shift. Oh, I thought you would, the nice kid, night shit, night shift, night shift, night shift. Now you ain't never seen nothing like this, like this, like this, like this. That's why you watching night shift, night shift.
All right. I'm back. Wait a minute, what's going on? What's up? I got Mikey up here. They didn't switch the background. What is going on? What is going on? What just happened to StreamYard? Anyway, he says, what I'm saying is that if Paramount is leading, Yo, I ain't even do nothing that time. I ain't even do nothing that time. What is going on? Yo, hey, they trying to silence the kid, man. Y'all hold on one second. They trying to silence the kid. They don't want y'all getting this information, y'all.
Hold on, Drake. You ain't gonna say nothing else before, we continue the party?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just need a moment of silence for this. I see dead people.
Hey, mustard on a beat, how deep, bro. Any rap nigga, he a freak, though. Man down, call an ambulance, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like, what's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all in they mama. How many op really got? Mean it's too many options. Finish pass on his body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogie man, I'm the one that up the score with him. Walking down, whole time I know he got some pulling him. Extra shit, bully devoring him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they're in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hammy down. And party at the party playing with his notes now. And Papa got a real case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedestal. Drop, fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you calling like a bitch, ain't you? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably... They not like us. 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 They not like us.
All right, man. Yo, they really don't want me talking, man. It's like every time that I get to really cooking. All right, no, I was just joking. That's how I was playing. But every time I get to cooking, right? Insane. Anyway, losing my train of thought. What was I even trying to find? Oh yeah, I already found it. The part where I was talking about the what they say, the category ambiguity. Man, people need to wisen up, yo. People need to wisen up, dog. And look, I ain't gonna keep. He said, "Stop playing with me." I'm serious. I was like, "Oh my god." Oh my god. I see. He said the revolution will be live streamed. That's real talk. It will be live streamed. Wildcard said, why do you think they keep pushing the narrative of Zach leaving Netflix? I think that they're pushing that because they know we're about to be successful and they don't want the Snyder fans like rocking out with Netflix. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. Right? Crazy. But hey, it is what it is. I just want to know, What's everybody gonna say? Austin Buck. I just want to know what's everybody gonna say. All right. If this thing comes to fruition, man, and all y'all been doing, right, over these last few weeks and months is this. Just saying. It's like that will be the story of you is twerking. Oh my God. Whew. He said, I am worried about this Netflix thing, knowing you don't get nothing in return. Oh, so by your stretch of the imagination, we didn't get the Epic Worlds of Zack Snyder, right? Which was a week-long festival of his shit in movie theaters, which also gave people the opportunity that didn't get to go see Full Circle, because Full Circle, the price tag for ZSJL was what? It was like $175, if I'm not mistaken. And Netflix put on a free screening of Zack Snyder's Justice League, which I was lucky enough to be able to attend, right? And yeah, we got to go rock out with Zack stuff, got to meet Zack, and got to meet a bunch of the people, got to really see how much that Netflix is rocking out with Zack and his products. Dan Lin was there for Rebel Moon Day, right? I mean, it was just a total thing. And you know, the sale campaign has been there every step of the way from Full Circle on, and Netflix has always let us know that they've been rocking out with Zack, his projects, and us as well. So yeah, not quite sure how one could surmise that we didn't get anything in return except possibly the fucking Snyderverse. Ooh, he said, in Compton, he is the one. Thank you, bro. In Compton, he is the one. We got Apex Lux in the building, right? But yeah, I'm just glad that we could, you know, come in here and address this stuff, right? Show you guys a bit of this behind the scenes. So, hey, you got WBD. And yo, you know what's so funny about this whole thing? Was so wild, right? Was that, and I was telling this Apex Lux, man, I really did see this whole thing with the Microsoft Activision situation. I really did see this whole thing. It was the exact same situation. And it was like, oh, but the FTC and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And they gonna fight, and they gonna fight, and they gonna fight. And guess what? They still got bought. The FTC sued them, and they still got bought. They still got bought. Like, I don't. He said, shout out to all y'all minus the fear. Crazy, yo. You know what's wild too? Is I ain't gonna get into this. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's just so funny how, like, as soon as this conversation got political, everybody sure did seem to be cool talking politics all of a sudden. Oh my God, bro. Crazy. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know why. I mean, he says still got bought. Right? That's what I mean, bro. Still got bought. It was like, yo, but the FTC, they still got bought. They got purchased. It happened. And that was the most egregious shit I've ever seen in my life when it comes to, like, somebody trying to argue that something was anti-consumer. If you watched that whole thing play out, at one point, the judge literally had to stop the lawyers and say, hey, you guys were supposed to be arguing against, like, why this is bad for the consumer. You're in here arguing why it's bad for Sony. Like, you're arguing on, but the judge literally said that, like, yo, you're supposed to be arguing on behalf of the consumer, and you're arguing on the behalf of Sony. And it was a huge thing. And they put up, you know, a big fight. And guess what? They still got bought. And they said, oh, but the regulatory. All right. All right. All right. Hold on, right? Watch this. How long did watch this? Oh my God! Oh! Watch this! Watch this! Watch this! Right? Watch this! This is gonna get you, right? This is gonna get you. Hold on, where'd it go? Right? I just put, how long did FTC fight Microsoft? The FTC fought Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard for nearly 2.5 years. Right? For 2.5 years, they were fighting, trying to say, no, you know, they can't do this. They can't buy them. It's going to create a monopoly. Call of Duty not going to be on PlayStation no more. Right? It was all the same stuff. The same stuff I'm hearing. Oh, it's going to create a monopoly. They got bought. Microsoft was like, yo, Call of Duty staying on PlayStation, you know, all that. They did whatever they had to do and they got the deal done. I don't think anything else is going to happen other than this same thing that happened in this situation. But it's not going to take 2.5 years. But I'm just letting y'all know that, yeah, that shit went on for quite some time. And the FTC fought, and they fought, and they fought. And they was like, yo, this is not fair. This is gonna create a monopoly and da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. Right? He said, yeah, Sky put me up on game on that. Yeah, bro. I just 2.5 years, bro. They just dropped their case recently. Do you know how long Microsoft has owned it? It's okay. They just dropped their case recently. Right? He said, Sky, one of the sites that acknowledged the syndicate from Full Circle recently deleted an article from 2020 thing. Good thing saved it. The article was still available 2 months ago. They mad. They big mad. Right? Well, he said Derek Water Gunn will simply bow out, shift blame, dress up the DCU as a success despite the sale. Then he'll try to manufacture a movement to help him finish his super saga, and his fans won't show. All right. He said, "What about the regulations? Didn't I just show you it? This is not even as bad as the Microsoft thing was. They were in the same thing, right? Because Microsoft is a publisher. They were buying another, like the biggest publisher out there, pretty much. And so they were becoming like a super publisher. And it's like, yo, are we going to be able to put all these games on just Xbox? And that's what they were trying to say that they was going to do. Microsoft never said that they was going to do that. And they didn't do it, and they worked through the deal, and they made promises and signed commitments to get the deal done. This ain't even gonna be that damn long, because if you think about it, it's not the same thing. This is not two legacy studios merging, right? He said, I don't know why y'all paying attention to these dorks and learning. I'm waiting for this W. Hey, you want to know what I was doing? Honestly, I was just using that to get past the hour mark so I can start shutting down. I'm going to just keep it a buck, bro. Oh, my God. Yeah. He said, and Bethesda. Yeah, bro. Because they had already bought Bethesda. Right? Microsoft could save themselves if they partner with Sega. I don't know what you're talking about, Pagarek. They're not going to save themselves from what? They're like the biggest publisher of all this last year or so. I don't know what you're talking about saving. Man, bro, we gotta get the gaming going, man. We gotta get these gaming conversations going. Anyway, y'all put y'all ass questions and comments down at the bottom. He said, Sky, that's what I thought too. I don't get why they think this deal would take. Yeah, no, because it's not the same thing. It's just not the same thing at all. At all. Right? He said it's micro sober. Okay. Don't get me going, bro. Don't get me going, dog. Don't get me going. Don't get me going. He said already partnered with Rockstar for games too. All right. He said Sky mastering the content. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, I was trying to get to that hour, and I was like, yo, let me go ahead and pad, bro. I'm out there padding stats like y'all be saying LeBron do, right? I'm like, right, let me get this layup. Another 2 rebounds, you know what I'm saying? He said a simp trying to throw that lie out. that y'all aren't the founders of Sale. Yo, you know what's funny? Before I go, I actually, you know what? Let me say this. You said Sky, TKO, and BlackRock predicts that Netflix will be getting WBD. And not surprised. Right. But yeah, I was for sure stat stuffing. It's just now, right? But let me say this before I go, and then I'm gonna head out. Right. I was very frustrated. I'm pretty sure that some of you guys saw that video that I put out on X the other day. Let me just tell you guys why, right? Because it was that damn these lame people, man. And it's one thing when it's like these faceless accounts, but all these like content creators, I'm just not with all this trying to use my name and use the homies for engagement and all that stuff, yo. Right. And it's just wild, right? Because I literally and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Right. I was chilling the other night, right? It was like Saturday night, and went out, had a dope evening, going out, getting some drinks, had some nice company, had a wonderful evening. Just had a great, like a legit great time, That late night turned into an early morning. I'm driving back. I get in the car first thing in the morning, and I scroll on Twitter, and I just see that. And it was just so apropos that while I was out having this great evening and chilling and stuff like that, having this great time, you had these lames and dweebs on Twitter/X going at me and the homies talking about we didn't create Sale. That shit was crazy. And I just recorded that video because I meant it. It's like, yo, it's just what was on my heart. It'd be so much talk in this community about people like touching grass and all that kind of stuff, right? But then you can legit be just out having a great time. And these people are so consumed with like any little thing that they can try to get on you or something, any little typo you have in a post. It's just weird energy, man. And I just want to say, look, get some help. Stop it. Yo, I mean, this is we in the building, and y'all can't take it away, man. It's not gonna happen. Y'all arguing with stuff, trying to, Wildcard said, why would they even care who created the Cell movement? Y'all notice how this stuff keeps coming back up recently, right? That we didn't start it. Why would that be coming back up? Huh? Just ask yourself. Why would right now they be trying to argue about, they're not even the ones that started all this? Insane. Man, we stopped calling them betas a long time ago, but damn. It's like, is this what's going on? Like, while we out living life and doing dope stuff, this is how they choose to spend their time, right? Half of them do it behind blocking you, right? For those of you guys that follow me, do I talk about these people on social media? Do I just be tagging them in posts and talking about them? No. Yeah. Because the truth is, I'm going to keep saying this. A lot of these people hedge their bets. They hedge their bets. They hedge their bets. He said Indian Netflix will increase the prices. That is sad. What the fuck you think Paramount gonna do? Bro, this is what's so crazy. Don't get me wrong, right? Because Pac Rec was kind of doing this earlier with the Microsoft stuff. It's like people think because of the fact that like something like it'd be like, oh yeah, Microsoft's going third party. Oh my God, it's over. But yet Sony's been putting games on Xbox, was putting games on Xbox before Xbox was putting games on PlayStation, and they got all their games on PC, but it's not the same thing. Oh, the Steam machine is going to come out. Oh, it's going to kill Xbox, but it's not going to affect PlayStation at all. Like, what? Oh yeah, if Paramount Plus buys HBO Max, they're not going to increase their prices, but Netflix is. What are you guys talking about? Bruh, they just laid off 1,000 people, dog. Wait a minute, what? Sheds another 1,600? Another 1,600 jobs? You know what? Hold on. I'm going to go to another one. You know what? Let's just stay here. Nah, let's do this. Right? Let's do this. Right? They just laid off 1,000 people with more cuts expected. And then I saw this other article that's from the LA Times, but I can't pull it up properly. And it's saying that they laid off another 1,600 people, possibly after this. And if they buy WBD, the prices ain't going to go up. What are we talking about? He said, fear the writer's strike looming. The writers said they're going to strike if Paramount buy this shit. You know what? Anyway, he said the recent Stranger Thing hate is forced. I wonder why. Hashtag sarcasm. Hey, we're going to see. He said, yep, forced. Anyway, bro. He said there's going to be a strike if Paramount. Bro, the WGA literally said we're going on strike if Paramount gets this shit. they literally said we're going on strike if they get this shit. They literally said that. They ain't said nothing about Netflix, mind you. But it's Netflix that's the big bad wolf in this whole situation. But the writer said they going on strike if Paramount gets it. Said the cost of living is the same where I live. I feel like I'm in 2015 right now. Groceries are good, gas is good. I don't know. He said, and my pockets getting bigger. I don't know. He said, this is exactly why John Malone said the Netflix buying WBD would be the smoothest transition for Hollywood. Exactly. Right? He said, I live in California, so I'm used to high price. Bro, hey, gas ain't even as crazy as it has been. Anyway, look, there we go. Nessa saying Hollywood is crumbling. Netflix is the right choice. The WGA. Hold on. You know what? I'm glad. Let me go ahead and bring this up because y'all think I'm playing. All right. Man, I put WGA Paramount strike, bro. They sitting there. It's long standing stuff. Here we go. Here we go. Right? Because they think that we be making this stuff up, yo. They be thinking that we be making this stuff up. WGA plans to help block potential Warner Brothers Discovery Paramount merger. Quote unquote, a disaster. Look, anyway, I'm about to get on out of here, yo. While they over here trying to shield for these motherfuckers and all that, the actual industry that they said is turning on Netflix. Bro, just think about this. You had people saying the industry is turning on Netflix. And they've soured on Netflix owning this, all while the WGA is literally saying that they're going to try to block this shit from happening. Yo, think about this. Think about this. Think about this, right? And this is what I'm saying too, Paolo. The shareholders determine the outcome, not anybody else. They talking about who the president want, who the Saudis want, who all the other people want, bro. What about the shareholders, dog? What about the people actually selling the company? What are we talking about? He said, I want the real shit. Polarizing, divisive, debate starting, right? That's the cinema we need, right? He said, these people go to maybe 2 movies per year and watch 99% of their content on streaming platforms, yet are like, crazy. Right? It's wild. So, yep, it's time for a new way of approaching entertainment. Innovation is all but died out there. That's facts. Right? He said, we at the beginning of the end. Hey, shout out to Nard the Misfit, yo. We in the building, bro. He said we at so begins the end. Hey, Austin, when this thing dropped, bro, we gotta I think I need like a special video. So begins the end. He said, what are these channels gonna do when they can't hate stream? Yeah, bro. It's crazy. They're gonna have to pivot. Right? And they're gonna have to pivot. He said it's all fake drama to drive clicks for these people. They know the outcome. This is all wrestling, bro. This shit is WWE, bro. Y'all want to know what this shit is? This shit is straight up.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
Oh my God, bro. They knocking. But are you gonna let his bro? They over there at the door, like, let me in now. I'm like, hey, you wasn't saying that earlier, bro. What you mean? You wasn't saying that earlier. You've been in and out of here all day, bro. Why you asking for permission now? All right. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, shills of all ages. Bro, hey, high and low, man. Look, I'm about to get on out of here. It's so good to be back. I really enjoyed my weekend little break. Had a lot of fun. It's fantastic and nice to, kind of recharge the batteries. Right. Excuse me. He said, now look at him. He said, they did all this shit for them, the nerds. He said, now look at him. Right? Said, I'm coming for that chair, Leon. Just to visit. Yeah, nah. He said, so the official answer is supposed to be this week. That's what it's rumored to be. Don't quote me. But that's what they said. So every time we take a break, the ops think they can speak up. Yeah, it was like a little natural break too. We just out chilling, just living life, bro. Getting drinks, long nights, turning into late mornings, and it's like bro, it's the first thing I saw. I was like, bro, I gotta speak on this. I'm like, I gotta speak on this. And I just put that out into the ether, and I just went on with my day. I was feeling like Zach.
Can't watch a movie without thinking about me. He's like, I don't even know who he is. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I literally never read anything he wrote. I don't know who he is. He's nobody to me. But to him, I'm somebody very important, in his life. That not only is he mad at my movies, he's mad at other people's movies that remind him of my movies. That's an incredibly powerful, emotional place to live in. I'm sorry. I feel bad about it, but it's like in the sense that I don't want to take up that much space in anybody's life. Like that guy take up way too much space, and also a negative. Like I take up this space in his life that's negative, that's really upsetting. He's like really mad at me for some reason.
Hey, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro.
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't learn.
All right. They be like, oh yeah, Sky, Leon, y'all ain't started the hashtags. Y'all ain't the founding fathers, right? Y'all didn't come up with nothing. And I'm just sitting there looking at these. It's like,
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
All right. He said, you speak on how hypocritical this new James Cameron quote is. Bro, I haven't, bro. Look, James, bro, here's what I do with James Cameron, and I'm going to just keep it a buck. Usually, right before one of his movies come out, there's always a quote that he says that just sends me. Right? And I just have to put it out of my mind and go watch the movie. And it's like, I think this is the time, right? Like, because the same thing happened before the second one. Bro. He came out and said something crazy. I was just like, what? Really? Right? Like, this is what you're saying right before. And then I was like, man, I got to go see the movie still. Went and saw the movie and loved it. And it's just like, man. You know. Like, I just gotta put it out my mind and go watch Avatar, man. Because if I focus on it, I'll get upset. And I just be like, what is this thing make me, bro? Crazy. He said dude was in favor of streaming 5-hour cuts of theatrical movie, and now he's playing politics. All right, you're crazy. All right, yeah, man. I'm just like, bro, it's always something, man. I'll be like, dude, yeah, I'm just gonna go watch the movie, you know. I'm telling you, he had a quote right before the last Avatar that was a doozy too. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, bro, why would you come out and say that right before the movie come out? I was just like, he said the same people saying we didn't found Zack Snyder's sub movement and the hashtags are the same ones that said the idea and what we were doing is dumb. But hashtag restore, right? LOL. Not only that, they said Zack was doing, bro. They said we was ripping Zack away from what he really wanted to do, bro. We said we were ripping him away from what he wanted to do. I'm never gonna forget. They said, bro, we're ripping him away from, like, physically. You know? Anyway, man, I'm about to get on out of here, bro. Look, I'm about to get at y'all tomorrow. I'll be back with another one. I'll catch y'all then. Peace.